Homeless Blues, New Orleans, 1865. It is August the 17th, 2026, and things are piling up on me. What's happening? I was catching vigilantes. I call them the goon squad for the police. I literally think each one of these white ladies is a wife of a police, relative of a police, relative of a district attorney. I'm calling them goon squad. Vigilantes like Bernard Getz. They don't want me to have due process. They don't want me to have a speedy trial. They don't want me to have a mistrial declared. They don't want none of the rules to apply. But they want us to be able to point out a nigger and take them. Just like they went up to the shores of Africa, they want to be able to get them some niggas and put them in chains and put them, force them to work and decide when they eat. These are white supremacist people that we're dealing with. The lady who put her hands on me today, white supremacist. I'm gonna tell you one thing I'm having. I have these phones. I gotta rip them out the phone, and one of them is not logged in. Stay right there. Hey bitches, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Miss Jasmine Homeless Blues. I'm over here trying to be your office, mobile office girl. I really want to get up into that, what it is.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you too. BJ's Coffee is proudly owned and run right here by people who live in this community. You'll find great coffee, friendly faces, and a place that truly feels like home.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can put it on. Yeah, that's not sound like I'm going to do it. I can't make it up. This or that. That wasn't real. Why did you do that? That's what I said in service because she's down there. Melissa, do you want a drink carrier? No, I got it. I thought you had that, right? Alright. You want it for decorations? No.
No, it's okay, just leave it. Area code 58697. No, they haven't. Roster. It's a standalone.
Okay, so hey bitches. You're only on 37. You must be stopping because I had you up there for 37 minutes. I don't say anything because you must just do what you want to do. This I don't even think I You can call me. Excuse me. There's gonna be a huge uproar when I get my shit. I just step right back out there and get my shit. There'll be a huge uproar. I know. Oh, you don't have no food? Oh, I do have food. I got me a chicken salad. Ooh, chicken salad with some hot sauce. Wow, the sun about to be coming this way. I only got about another hour. See the sun moving? It was shadow, and it's gonna creep right the bleep up here. You hear me? I have half a mind to get in position, but I'm enjoying my output. I'm working right here. But I do this. Sometimes I stay here all day and the sun just be eating you up. But you could get stuff done. Hey bitches, what's up? Now I got this hot sauce. I'm gonna take it like a shot because that's how I get down. I'm definitely trying to get my baby, someone wants to lose weight. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna take this opportunity to use their group chat for my jumping off point for my fitness. It's Jasmine Fitness, bitches. Yeah, so and the way I like to do it, well, whatever. Let me not get deep into it. Let me just, one thing I do want to do, give me a minute, y'all. One thing I do want to do, give me a minute, y'all, give me a minute. Just have that right there. There you go, bitches. Hey, how you doing? Let me put this to the side. See what I did? I showed respect. I want to tell y'all, there was at least 2 occasions I screamed and called somebody a white motherfucker. I'm so sorry. They need it, baby. They need it. They need to know it's a nigga don't mind taking a ride. Fuck y'all. Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't mind nothing. None of that. Taking it all away. It's just a nigga out here that's like that. There's people like that at my church. Let me tell you about my church. I'm gonna tell you about my church. They call it the Sikhs. I fuck with them, and they fuck with me. Way over in the east, they everywhere. But I'm gonna tell you, their temple got bombed. You know, state of Washington. They was catching hell from racist people on subtle microaggressions, and they wasn't saying nothing. Fuck that, I'm gonna scream at you. Do me something to see how I scream at your fucking ass. Then when you hear me screaming 10 times in 1 week, I'm screaming at 10 different motherfuckers. You're gonna know the racial climate is high. Okay? You're gonna know that racial climate is high. What happened with the Sikh temple bombing in Washington? Tell me what happened, class. They didn't scream at nobody. There's a power in screaming. Y'all can kiss my ass. I'll take that. You can kiss my ass. I'ma scream to my last day. I done made my mind up. I don't give 2 fucks about you doing me what it is, and I'ma do you something. Right the fuck back. No. Hell no. You put a crazy case, I'm crazy. Well, how I'm crazy? When am I crazy? What exactly am I doing that's crazy when it's a whole crack in my goddamn face? It's a literally crack. See, I'm hallucinating and all that. Oh, everybody's the cartel. There's no fags out here, no? Yes, there's fags out here. There's no Mexicans out here. There's Mexicans out here. There's no crackers and niggas out here. They out here too, y'all. So where you got me? Crazy. I need to see it. We're all waiting to hear what your great analysis is that somebody is crazy. Because it might turn out that you the motherfucker that's crazy. You know what you're crazy for? Not screaming. When somebody mess with you, you need to scream on their ass. Scream on them. My mother trained me that. Said when somebody put their hands on you, she ain't said when somebody cursed me out or taught me 50 bitches. She let that slide. She said when somebody put their hands on you, she said scream. And don't stop screaming until mama get back. Yeah, and mama don't come by herself. Mama don't come by herself. Mama. Mama don't come by herself. 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 Yeah, mama don't come by herself. Not my mama. Mama don't come by herself. She said somebody put their hands on you. No. You should start hollering. And don't stop till mama get there. Them fuckers know me in school. They know my mama too. That bitch. Not that bitch right there. Leave her alone. Goddamn right, you better leave me alone. Because I'm not bothering nobody. And when you get to bothering me, it's going to be a whole can of worms. I want to open up a can of whoop ass on your ass.
Like Candy, I'm no different to her. Oh man, I've done everything. I did, your butt.
Okay.
Center me back, Karina, which is insulin.
I'm listening to a podcast.
You can figure out how your insulin works and how much insulin
and it's
you're
about
producing.
insulin.
You can get into
it's about losing weight.
Absolutely. I think that your butt.
Some pretty bitches over here. I don't know how you do a podcast, but I'd be goddamn if I don't figure the shit out. And I will get my donors to put some money down this week. I'm going to stay on their ass until they put a transfer through. I'm not about to be living broke. I'm about to get my mobile studio. So what I'm going to be on the record as having is not a camper. I'm going to be on the record as having a work truck. That's what I'm going to call it, my work truck. Just like truckers, they can sleep in there. I made my mind up. I'm going to have me a work truck because I'm working now. I never had it before. I'm going to have it now. Be up, towing up. Look at, oh, you did good on the second. They always tearing the bottom off their shit. Pick that damn muffler up and put it in and keep going. I mean, just that one blue thing catches them. They should probably paint it yellow and then maybe that'll stop. But anyway, I'm trying to work today. I'm in a bad way though. That lady threw me in a hole by attacking me. Had my voice sore. How I'm gonna work tomorrow? Bitch, I'm showing up. And now she hurting my chest. I'm gonna tell you what I'm taking for that. I got medicine, y'all. She had made me have to concoct and mix up and scheme up a medicine. Do you see that? I'm not done. In 1 minute, I'm gonna go get the salt. Just wait. My head about to bust, wide open. I gotta go get the salt, bitches. Just wait. This, I'm not gonna take this. I'm assuming what's in here. I don't know what they call it. Let me see what's in here. Ingredients. It says hot sauce. It says aged red cayenne pepper, distilled vinegar, and salt. Well, what I'm gonna do is take the salt and up it. I'm gonna go put some of my own salt. Yeah, bitches. I'm gonna go take this much fucking salt along with this much fucking cayenne pepper. I'm about to take the medicine. That's what you take for chest pain. Did you know that? That's the medicine to take. Did you know that? How come you didn't know that? Because you ain't took my class, bitch. That's how come you didn't know. Just wait. You wait, bitch. Lord, it's a long recovery period. Like, my goodness. Look at y'all. Look at all that I have to do. I have to eat my pain. Y'all do too much to me. I wasn't planning on breaking my fast at this hour. I was not. You got me eating at 12. That's not what I do. Alright. I'm back. I got a little something. Don't worry. There's not one but two of us coming this way. I'm gonna mash. Let me take it. Got mine? I paid $3 for a fucking bagel, y'all. But these is for people to pay that $3 with. They're the people.
Macarena, which is insulin. It's insulin all the time. If you can figure out how your insulin works and how much insulin you're producing, you can get into the fat.
Absolutely. I think that people, when they are thinking about, I want to lose fat, I've tried every diet. I know, Candy, that you've tried many diets. So on your Instagram, how many diets have you tried? So people can understand that, oh my God, I'm like Candy. I'm no different to her.
Oh man, I've done everything. I did, way back in the day, it was the fat-free diet back in high school. We would eat turkey, fat-free subs at Subway with mustard and turkey on them and lettuce. So I did the fat-free thing. Then I switched over to the Atkins thing. That was way back in the day too. So I did high fat, high, protein. I did, so many different things. And finally, when I became a nutritionist about 11 years ago, almost 12 years ago now, I really focused on just eating whole foods. So I was paleo. I had the just eat whole foods. That's going to really help. And it did help people, when they cut out the processed stuff and all the seed oils and all the crap and toxins, they did feel better, but it really never helped anybody lose weight. And that's what I experienced in my own body. I was, having lipedema and terrible cellulite and horrible periods, really bad with the hormones. My sex drive was tanking and I wasn't even 40 yet. And so I knew something was desperately wrong with me, but I ate all organic, I took all the supplements and nothing really worked for me. And then miraculously, I met my husband, Tom, and, 7 years ago, he's a type 1 diabetic. And that's when we discovered insulin. And, I discovered insulin. He knew about it. And he taught me really everything I know today about insulin. So it's been an amazing journey, actually.
How do you know if somebody is got elevated insulin? So somebody might be thinking, okay, can't lose weight. Maybe I'm not like a diabetic type 1 or type 2. Or, well, they would know if they're type 1. But how do they know if they have elevated insulin?
Well, they have excess fat on their body. They have elevated insulin. So it's just as simple as that.
Right.
And I see a lot of these folks that come in and they're hypoglycemic. So I explain this a lot. They come in and they're just, constantly dealing with these low blood sugar moments, but they have a lot of fat on their body. And so right there, that's when they learn their first lesson about insulin, which is too much insulin drops the blood sugar down. So a lot of people don't understand why they're experiencing their hypoglycemia, and it's because they're overproducing insulin. And the reason the body does that is a defense mechanism. It's really not natural for us to have high blood sugar for long periods of time. And so the body wants to get all the sugar out of the blood because it's hard on our organs, as most people know if they've had their A1C checked. The doctors want you to keep your A1C below a specific range for a reason, because having sticky blood is not good for your organs, specifically your kidneys and nervous system, your liver, all those filters. And so when they have this hypoglycemia, they don't understand it because they have a lot of fat on their body, but their blood sugar's dropping. Like, they need to eat a lot. They need to eat more often because they feel really crummy. And so I tell them, this is what happens when you have a lot of fat on your body. You're great at producing insulin, but then what happens is they're great at producing insulin and their body is working and it is taking all that sugar in their blood that they're eating and it's transforming it into fat. But eventually, what happens? The system breaks and they develop insulin resistance. So they've had too much insulin for too long, and then their bodies fight back. They can't tolerate it anymore. So their body starts developing this resistance to the insulin because they produce too much of it. And that's where they develop insulin resistance. And then if they keep going, it's, the label of type 2 diabetes. So I believe this is where all of our ill health is stemming from, is these metabolic dysfunctions. And yeah, people say, well, we live much longer. Of course we live longer. We have Western medicine. When we were primal living, if we broke our leg, we were toast. We were dead. We didn't have antibiotics and doctors and nurses, to help us put it back together. We would develop infection and we were dead. So we died from wars. We killed each other a lot. There was infant mortality, and all of that brought the, average lifespan down. But now we're dying of these really decrepit diseases, Alzheimer's, cancer. All of this is metabolic dysfunction within the cell. And if you look at all the research, there's tons of research out there on it. I mean, it's only blatantly obvious. This stuff has shifted since we started eating all of these highly processed, selectively bred plants. And we moved away from our true food, which is meat. And that's when we started developing ill health, chronic disease, and to put it blatantly honest, just terrible physical appearance. I mean, look at us. We don't look healthy. We look really sad and pathetic.
Yes. I mean, every single metabolic disease, including mental health disorders, mood problems, how people behave every day, is coming down to the things that we eat. That goes to my next question, Candy. What do you think is the worst things that people are doing or eating every day that is causing elevated insulin and not making them lose fat?
So I would say the regular people that are just out there, bread, pasta, those are big ones, potatoes, those will rise your blood sugar up just like a cupcake. And we learned this by, my husband being type 1 diabetic. So a lot of people think that their health foods, sweet potatoes, protein drinks, their maple syrup, chia seed pudding in the fridge, or their overnight oats, that they think is really health food because they saw it on Instagram and they think, that's what they've been told. This is going to make me healthy. The food pyramid wants you to believe that, you got to eat your 8 servings of grains, or however many it is, 10 or 11. And so they think these foods are healthy, but in the body, it acts no different than Haagen-Dazs ice cream. So they're eating these foods that they consider health foods, and they're like, why can't I get thin? I'm going to the gym, I'm putting on some muscle, but I've got all this fat over my muscle, and I'm just getting bigger and more plump. And, it's frustrating for people in my situation because I was that girl. I was that exact girl. I was vegan for 7 years. I ate all the sweet potatoes and all the junky processed, vegan crackers and hummus, and I was so bloated. I worked out constantly, and I was bloated, fatigued, had all this fat over my muscle, the cellulite, and I couldn't figure it out. So it breaks my heart to see them struggle like that because they believe they're being healthy. They believe their protein shake is the healthy thing to do in the morning, and it's just not.
What about almonds and almond milk?
Oh man, if I could take back one thing about my food history, it would be milk. Oh, the amount of almond milk I consumed as a vegan. Man, yeah, no, it is not a health food at all. It's actually the opposite, and I'm sure you had Sally Norton on. If you hear Sally talk, you won't touch almond milk with a 10-foot pole. Forget about it. It's loaded with oxalate. It is loaded with all kinds of pesticides usually. Almonds are one of the most heavily sprayed plants there are out there. And almonds were very, very toxic to humans until humans started messing around with the plant and selectively bred it to be, not to be toxic, but it's still toxic. I think it was 50 wild almonds or no, I think it's even under 50, would kill a full-grown man, wild almonds, because they're so high in cyanide. Yeah, but people just view them as this health food, right? They're labeled as heart healthy, and they want to get all their servings of their heart healthy nuts in, and it's just not the case. It is the exact opposite.
Yeah, I think this would explain why people focus on, you know, maybe whole grain bread and like chia pudding and almond milk and smoothies in the morning. And you see that so much on Instagram. I'm not an Instagram person, but you do see it a lot on there. And that would explain why people cannot lose weight. Question for you, how often and how much do you exercise to have your body?
Oh man, I'm pretty lazy right now. We're actually getting a gym built in our house, which is super exciting because we need to start lifting some weights. My gym right now is pathetic. So I walk with my weighted vest, and I usually walk for, you know, anywhere from 10,000 to 15,000 steps a day. Sometimes I do more. And I'll do, you know, I do squat a lot. I do a lot of squats. I do a primal squat. I try to hang from our pull-up bar. I try to do pull-ups. I'm not really good at them. So I'm pretty freaking lazy. And I think it's awesome that I can feel this good in my body, and my movement is so minimal. I do sprint, you know, but I probably sprint 3 times a week. And, you know, it's just, it literally takes me 5 minutes to get my sprints in. It's so crazy how little you have to do when you get your insulin right.
Absolutely. That's when you get your insulin right. You do less, but more of the right things, and you have an amazing body. As we can see, how old are you, by the way, Candy?
Yes, no, totally. I'm 45. I'll be 46 in March. So I've had 3 boys, and I had them when I was young.
All right, see you later. You're going to feel better now that you got that.
I did when I was in my 20s, for sure.
Amazing. As a fellow, well, I'm 42, so I'm like not far from you. But when you get these things right, the magic just happens. Last question before we get into the insulin treat that's going to help people lose fat. How do you know that it's not about calories? And there is proof. What is the proof that it's about insulin and not calories?
Yes. Well, this is amazing. So my husband, when we started figuring out what we needed to do to keep his blood sugar balanced, because when Tom and I met, you know, I was feeding him all these yummy paleo foods that were like these date and nut, like pastry treats, you know, all this like paleo, maple syrup and honey and stuff. And he was eating them because he's a guy, and he just was like, yeah, my wife's feeding me all this good food, I'm going to eat it. But his blood sugar was really bad. And so, you know, it scared me a lot because he would have to give himself a lot of insulin. And when type 1 diabetics have to give themselves a lot of insulin, then you're basically just watching the clock, waiting for that insulin to kick in. And once it does, it's going to drop like a rock, and then you're going to face the low. So if you've ever watched the movie Steel Magnolias, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but in the movie, Julia Roberts is one of the main actresses. She has type 1 diabetes. And in the movie, she gets a low in a hair salon, and her mom's there with her, and she's shaking. It's really dramatic. She's sweating, and they give her orange juice and give her some candy to suck on to bring her blood sugar back up. And I remember when I watched that movie years ago before I met Tom, I thought that must be terrifying. I never want to have to deal with that. That's so scary. Then, you know, fast forward, I meet Tom, and that was happening. It was scary, not to that extreme, but it was scary for me. And, you know, Tom didn't like it either. It's not fun for him. So we decided that we were going to live our lives in complete direction towards keeping his blood sugar nice and low, so he didn't have to overcorrect with insulin, and stable. And so he taught me what we needed to do that. And as we did that, I did it with him. I wanted to help him. I wanted to help support him with this. And so I ate just like he ate. I moved just like he moved, so that he didn't have to do it by himself. And it was amazing what happened, because after about 6 weeks, I dropped 13 pounds. It was so effortless. And I felt so much better. I was sleeping through the night. My skin improved. My mood got so much better. I wasn't hungry all the time. I could go hours without eating. So I felt just incredible. And so, you know, I was like, this is what we got to do. We got to focus on insulin. People need to understand and know about insulin. I'm sorry I got off track again.
Now, as Candy mentions, insulin is key, not just for losing weight, but for our overall better health. And by health, I not only mean our physical body, but our mental and our emotional well-being. Things like how we feel every day, our mood, and even our thoughts. And I know this because I used to live in my head. I used to feel anxious and overwhelmed most of the time. And what completely changed my life, along with going carnivore, was therapy. And if my therapist was watching me right now, I think they'd say I've had some major breakthroughs. You see, I've learned so many lessons, like how to regulate my emotions, let go of limiting beliefs, and truly grow as a person. And those lessons actually inspired me to start the Primal podcast. And that's to remind you and myself that we're never alone in figuring ourselves out. And one of the most powerful things my therapist gave me was a set of simple, self-soothing tools. Things like taking a hot shower, slowing my breath, or just feeling my phone or video, and even switch therapy
from the pancakes. You're not going to get fat from the steak. The steak isn't going to make you fat. The pancakes are going to make you fat. And it's just, go try it. To anybody who wants to like really figure out how insulin works, try that. You can eat a bunch of calories in a certain amount of food, and then you eat a bunch of calories in a certain amount of meat, and you will see right away that you're not retaining water, the inflammation goes away. I mean, within the first week, you start feeling better. Weight comes off, you're sleeping through the night, everything will change. It's so critical to understand how your body produces insulin, when, where, and why, because insulin's the one storing fat. And if you eat all these calories in pancakes, but the sugar amount is through the roof, you're going to produce that amount of insulin to take care of that amount of sugar. Meat breaks down slowly over time, and not all of it breaks down to glucose. So you eat that many calories in steak, you're producing hardly any insulin compared to the pancakes. You're still producing insulin in the exact right amount, in the amount that our primal DNA was designed to handle. Our bodies were never designed to deal with the copious amounts of carbs that we eat. They were never designed that way.
It makes sense. I've spoken to the likes of Dr. Jason Fung. I've also spoken to people that are not in the ketogenic realm, and they do talk about calories. But my take on it is that the hormones come first, because if you overeat something, it's the hormones that kick in to tell you, are you full, are you hungry? And then if you eat the right foods, your volume of food tends to regulate by itself, which they term calories. I don't know why they say calories, because in calories does not make sense when it comes to a human body, but actually both make sense. But if you eat the right thing, you stop feeling full. I can't tell you how many people have done carnivore the way that we're talking about the way of eating. They say, I feel full for the first time. I'm like, yeah, because you're eating a fatty piece of steak, not that white bread or not that chia pudding. Anyways.
Exactly. I love it, Rena. I love your theory on that. That's an amazing theory. It's hormonal driven, but they don't understand the hormone, insulin. You know, insulin makes you hungry. When your blood sugar drops, you get hungry. Insulin is the hormone that makes you really hungry. So you have to eat more. That's why in hypoglycemia, you experience that. When you're hypoglycemia, for people who have excess fat on their body, is really hyperinsulinemia, too much insulin. And you experience that blood sugar dip, and you're just hungry because your body's trying to get the blood sugar back up. So it forces you to eat more so that you get that feeling of stabilized blood sugar again, because the insulin did too good of a job. But like we said, eventually insulin doesn't work anymore. And that's where you develop in your 50s. And, you know, some people even earlier now, you know, in their 40s are developing insulin resistance.
Okay, let's talk about the insulin trick to help people lose fat faster. Tip number 1 out of 10, cut the carbs. What is your take on that?
Cut the carbs, absolutely. That is the first thing. I mean, I would tell people to just go strict carnivore for an entire month and to really understand what meat does for their body, because not only are they going to get their insulin levels effortlessly, they're going to get their insulin levels balanced, but they're also going to sleep better. They're going to have sex better. Their skin is going to get better. They're just going to look better. If there's one diet for people to do, definitely humans are carnivores, whether whoever Wikipedia wants to believe it or not, we are. We're the apex predator. We are carnivores. We are designed to eat meat. That is our proper food. Can we eat some vegetables and, fruit? Yes, you can. You're not going to die. But our dogs and our cats are fed plant foods in their food. They don't die, but they're carnivores, and we consider them carnivores. But we feed them plants. They don't die, but they're not well either. The dogs and cats are not well. Our domesticated animals are not full of vigor and life like the wild animals eating their species-specific diet. And that's what's happened to us humans too.
Okay, question. So you mentioned carbs. Drop the carbs. Carnivore is great. Now, I see people saying fruit is good. What are your thoughts about fruit?
Fruit will make you fat. So fruit is also highly selectively bred. It is one of those things that I think people have a hard time giving up because they think it's the healthy sugar. It's got all the minerals in it and it's the healthy thing to do. But in reality, it is so loaded with sugar that it's just like eating cake. It's the same thing. When Tom's blood sugar gets low, he uses fruit to bring his blood sugar up. So the fiber around it, the whole myth that fruit doesn't make you fat is just false. I've seen it over and over. I've had the girls I've had the people in my program that have done the meat and fruit diet. We call it the hibernating bear diet is what we call it, because it just puts fat on you. You're eating, it's gluttonous. You're eating all of this fruit and you're just building all this fat from all the high blood sugar, but then you're eating the meat and the fat with the meat, and then you're just locking your blood sugar in. And anytime your blood sugar gets locked in, that is when you overproduce insulin. And you don't want to overproduce the master fat storing hormone. So, you can try the bear diet if you want. I wouldn't do it. It just makes people fat. I've had so many people in and they just get pissed because they're like, well, I thought I was eating healthy. I'm eating all this meat, this, grass-fed meat and tallow and butter, and I'm eating, organic grown fruit. And I think that I'm doing so well, and they just get fat. They're gaining 20 pounds in a month eating this diet. So if you remove the fruit out of it, what happens? They lose the weight. So the fact that fruit doesn't make you fat is not true.
Okay, so I heard a video just last week actually saying that take a tablespoon of honey before you go to bed. It can help you sleep. What do you think about honey? Molasses? I've seen this stuff on the internet.
Honey is that is a direct blood sugar hit. I think that honey can be used in an emergency when your blood sugar gets really low for type 1 diabetics. A honey stick or a maple syrup stick that's what Tom uses if his blood sugar drops really low, or a piece of fruit. But that's only for emergencies. And most people, when they, eat enough protein in their day, they have to be eating enough protein. If they eat enough protein, they won't have blood sugar issues. So if there are people that, eat the fruit and the honey and they feel better, it's usually because they weren't eating enough protein. They were eating minimal protein. And a lot of those people like carbs. They like the sweet. They want to enjoy the sweet. It's in our DNA to be directed towards sweet, because what does sweet produce? A lot of fat. And in nature, when there wasn't any sweet around, if there was some berries or some honey, we would eat as much as we could of it because we would want to fatten up like bears do for hibernation. We would want to put fat on our body.
I like her. She keeps cutting her eyes to the left as if she has a thing to speak from, as if they're proceeding along together. I could do that. I want to hear this bear hibernation business. Oh, is this me? I'm still on the live. Oh, is this me? I'm still on the live. A little bit. Just this is. I'm going to have two phones side by side, the live and the watching of the live. So let me see if I stop this live and upload it. We doing 1 hour, I'm going to stop it. Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Miss Jasmine Homeless Blues, New Orleans, 1865. Miss Jasmine in the house, Miss Jasmine in the house, Miss Jasmine. Miss Jasmine. Miss Jasmine in the house. Yay, how you doing? I'm trying to get into my YouTube thing. I'm gonna stop the live right now and go into the studio, see if I can clip the videos. That's what I haven't done. I want you to know what I'm doing. I'm working. Of course, I'm eating right now. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Buzzy Buzz. All right, all right. But she had a cute little baby with her, and she pulled it right in. Thank you, even though I'm in the room. See, we can't get along, y'all. Rodney King, why can't we all get along? I would like to settle down. Let's see if I can come get my chair and park it at a distance. I can't have these people crawling all over me like ants and roaches and shit. I have to get my chair. I'm getting my chair, y'all. It's chair time.
I've never seen them, but I've seen they have pictures of them, so.
Okay. Sorry to switch you.
No, it's fine.
I'm about to close the live. Give me a minute. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Miss Jasmine.
Okay.
Homeless Blues, New Orleans, 1865. New Orleans is spelled N-O-L-A like Nola. And this is 1865 for Juneteenth. Okay, it is August the 17th. It's a Monday, 2026. I got zapped. I intended to come here and do work. I got zapped. And what happened? If I blame myself for the window, I should have left earlier, way earlier. I should have never really, quote unquote, went to sleep. I should have, so much I should have done.
But anyway, I'm so sorry. He's very friendly. He loves me.
No, it's fine. Like the 18 to jumper today, like you can't really feel it.
Let me tell you about my church.
I bet that was horrible.
No, it's fine.
My church got me this
Maybe you are.
cans of tuna. Let me show you what I got. I got the peanut butter first,
Okay, her.
and then I got the
Yeah.
some type of damn good tuna. What's the best thing is a pop-off lid. I ransacked at the church.
Yeah, it's fair. No, totally. Okay. Yeah. No, you don't have to admit, but I feel like that's probably
Yeah.
Let me say this. You heard of, I don't feel like that. I really don't feel like I could even, who's fucking over me?
You think so?
That bread is addictive. Had a croissant yesterday. Some bread today. Right there. I was wondering where my Bucellos was at. It was in the bottom of here. It's about to go in the trash. I'm almost done eating, y'all. I'm about to close the live. Give me a minute. I'm a cruel bitch sometimes. I said something cruel. I remember something cruel. I said some cruel shit to a motherfucker one time. Hindsight is 2020. I was cruel. It wasn't nice. It wasn't mean. It was way past that. Oh well. Bitches get in their feelings. Right, I'm taking medicine. How about y'all? Before I leave, I'm gonna take this medicine. The other one got me taking medicine. Is you fucking over me? So what I had was 1 can of tuna today. That's all I ate today. Oh no, I had a bacon, egg, and cheese earlier. Don't lie. Oh no, it ain't a lie. It's forgetting. I do have to get off this live and get on this phone because I only got one phone logged in, which is terrible because I should be able to. I'm telling you what my setup has to be. I want you to hear me. My setup. Oh shit. No, somebody else. So I gotta be on my own line. My setup has to be 2 phones down. Just down. One phone is the live, and the other phone is watching the live. So if I get a grip thing to mount this, like I was walking around the convention center, I should have been able to see if my live was on or not. I should have been able to hear my live. I should know, just check my live is good. I fucked that up so bad. I want to cry about it. Then I'll have on here also backup power. I want to have a sexy system. I'm going to talk to you about the system later. But let me review what I'm just spitballing. I'm spitballing right now. Hold on. Hey, wait. I know you mad at me for constantly asking you, but there's so much going on in my life now that I need you to just really write it down real quick. What's your name? At Gmail? Hell, you move quick. Oh, it ain't no junior, senior, it ain't the third or fourth. And guess what? It ain't no document. I can't mess that up. Now watch and see. Next time I'll never get your face. That explains to you like, baby, you need a chef. So, I get this man. Never get a chance. I could have been to that. On the email, okay? Back up. Back it up, back it up. Can I tell you, God bless you and I love y'all, because you for me. Y'all is the black color, this is for me. That was Dr. Joseph Bowie's son, Joseph Bowie. Bitch, I don't, here's the funny thing. You see that, you know Dr. Bowie, right? Excuse me, ma'am. You know Dr. Bowie, right? That's his son, Lil Joe. Right there passing off. See him? He in that pickup. He come to get his foot fixed over here, behind him. I stop him and talk to him. He's so down to earth and friendly. Look at him driving a regular pickup like a regular man. His father, a whole senator, a whole, what it is, Southern University president. His pa left the legislator, and now he just retiring at the Southern, walking around the campus, helping the kid. He speak to people though, him, Lil Joe. He speak to me, a person of me, you know? So I really loved him. I had gotten in trouble because I went by their house with one of my signs. You know, trying to, you know what I'm saying? They snatched the nigga up so quick. See, he live in the neighborhood on Franklin. But the way they treated him like he in a gated community and I breached or something. You know, they came at me hard. I understand. I said, your Paul got to clear that paper. They got a paper on me. He said, I mentioned it to him. He said, but you have to email me. So I'm going to have to get somebody big to talk, to explain the papers in the email before he'll present. He going to understand it. So then he could present it and then also explain, you know, chapter and verse to his Paul. So I got to do all that work because somebody put something. When you black, somebody put something on you, baby. And you got to get it off. You struggling to get it off whilst you doing your normal daily living. That happened to me today on the bus. A lady, she messed with me, okay? She bullied me. She touching my stuff. Just like if you can't, if you got up here and went, I'm just pushing that back for you, baby. Now you know damn well you went to high school and bitches do shit like that to motherfuckers. Excuse me. Sorry. I apologize. I slipped off. You know that bully, mean, cool kids do that to the throwed off nation. Bullying them, just messing with them so they're going to need to take that, so they need to take a shot. Take the pills. Hold on a minute. Take the calm. You know they do that. They stir you up. They do it. So on the buses, they call me Crazy Miss Jasmine. So she come mess with Crazy Miss Jasmine so I could go off. She done that. So then I'm getting mentorship. I'm under a program that's a mentor for the man that work at the transit. He work at the transit. He know what goes on. See, if you mention me, I ain't got time to explain to you what goes on. That man is he been there a long time. He's an OG there. He about 70. He know what's going on from the top, bottom, left side, the union side. He know. So he done took me under. So he said, you got a filthy mouth, young lady. I done heard about you. He said, now when you ride with me, I want you to act like a lady. And when you feel the need rising, he said, you better tell me what's going on. Let me handle it on my train. Because on my train, I don't have police calls and psychiatric, ambulances and shit catching up to my train. All that, we're not doing that on my train. So he said, you remain calm, report to me what's going on, let me get up out my seat. You stay in your seat. He gave me a lot of talking to. Why this morning that lady touching my stuff? Lord have mercy, baby. I called the pole white trash. I mean, it just went down. They called the police, threatened me. It was it was crazy. The train was like riding sideways, a pandemonium on the train. Why are you messing with me? Why are you messing with me? Why are you messing with me? You know, you want to treat me like a special, I'm going to act real special. What's up? So it goes down. So I'm trying to get Dr. Boo. Because of that like dynamic, they try to make me out to be like a big time psychiatric, but I'm just a... You understand what I'm saying? So people like him, they're gonna get it straight. You don't want to be categorized and miscategorized. You be getting heavy meds. You know what I'm saying? You want everything to be explained as a proper representation of who you really is. And I want them to get on that paper that I get on that trolley, just getting my bags like a humble person to somebody mess with me. That's when you hear racial slurs, the white man's the devil. That's when you hear that. I hold on to my shit. I'm holding it till you make me turn it loose on you. So once they get the before and the after, because they can't have on my name unprovoked attacks. I'm not going to unprovoked attack you. You ain't did me nothing. But if you do me something, I'm going to act like a goddamn... I'm going to do everything. I'm going to take it to the limit. So that you know better. And that the people watching, leave that lady alone. I swear to God, don't touch her stuff. Sometimes when he opened the door and I put my first thing up, he said, hey, all y'all, this lady right here, don't tell her nothing, don't do her nothing. We're trying to get to work. And then people just start bust out laughing. Oh, that's crazy, Miss Jasmine. Bitch, I ain't crazy. Don't mess with me. Don't bully me. Because I don't have that power, so all I could do is have a tantrum. That's all I could do is have a fit. You know, and then that's all I could do. And I can't fight. You know what I'm saying? I can't call my people. For you, see your little name say, if your name right here says the Rouses, yeah, she's headed to Rouses. She's going down. She done made her right. Get her. I can't do nothing except holler and curse you a little bit. And that hurts me. It humiliates me. But I feel certain, satisfaction in getting you, though. Because I pull the phone out, too. Lady, she ran up on me and grabbed my phone, and we wrestling with the phone. So I'm just telling you why I need Lil Joe to talk to his paw for the papers to get off. Because they got the papers that I'm unprovoked attacking, that I'm super racist on the whites, that I'm just, see lady walking by, I'm just messing with her. I'm not messing with her. If she touches my papers like that, I'm going to call her a couple of names, that's all. Am I
The sun's coming up to you.
See what she told me? I got to get out the way. I'm going to get out the way. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. See, you can tell she's a regular. This is what we have to do. You're going to have to move too. This coming way up there. I'm going to sit here with you for a little while. But we're going to have to be past the door. It's going to come. I really don't believe it. If you start coming regular, you have to plan. So, here, look, I finished this. By the time I finish this, I'm going to have to move. That's all that. I got my shoe. I'm really excited. They say I unprovoked to tax the white folks. I don't unprovoked to tax no white folks mess with me. They don't like that I got Black Lives Matter on my shirt. Then one of them's going to be White Lives Matter. White Lives Matter? You talking to the customer about it? Actually, I'm going to move all the way back. So I'm not playing your face. I'm going to go all the way back. Get out your way. I'm going all the way back there. Okay? So that we can talk about it. But anyway, yeah, yeah, and then they give a website, you put on back. It's very luxurious. Sofas, pure leather. Oh my god. So yeah, that's we can help me. When they do the paperwork on you, it's just like a password. Somebody, you got the two blacks with them. You know what I'm saying? So the paper, they really need with that paper. Let me get my stuff out your face.
No. He doesn't need to be rude. I like how he just grabs people so much. He does that to me. I'm like, hey. He's like, yeah.
Instead of making a calculated
Yeah. He's like a super mutt. So he's out in Arizona. There's a lot of reservations, and we have the lovingly referred to res dogs. And he is absolutely a res dog. He has like the runs of his litter and friends to his, and he's like super fucking. He's like that and kid and husky and bull healer and all that shit. And the lean that he does is like referred to that as the lab lean. Which is not only as that. Yeah.
Get in there. Get in there. Get in.
And then, like, it would work. There's something that about it that exactly.
Trash. We got everything. We got everything.
Oh, thanks, by the way. Thanks.
Okay.
Actually,
And there we go.
I'm having good news. Sorry.
Bye bye. See you later, babe. God bless you. Hi. He's out down the way. He's up for that. So what happened? Oh, man, I should be an hour. Huh? Hey, bitches, what's up? There you go. All right, y'all, back inside. I just X'd out of the I'm gonna tell you something about my rig. My rig is coming. I know you don't think it is. Keep that. So it's gonna be 2 at one time. See? I'm telling you my setup, bitches. Let me get a pen. I gotta deal with a pencil, y'all, because I can't find a pen. I'm gonna say super crazy, but it really is. I haven't finished taking my medicine. I'm about to fuck over my stomach. You know that this is hot sauce? Hot sauce is supposed to have 3 things. Cayenne, pepper, blended down to powder, sea salt, and vinegar. See those 3 things? Ow. So I could take this sea salt and put it in there, but I'm gonna take them separate. Oh, I'm gonna have a damn bitch. And why am I taking it? You're like, oh, she just makes stuff up. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Bitch ain't just, I look like a stallion. I'm big. Big and strong. In my right mind. So, hey y'all. Some lady came up to me talking to me about a church that she goes to called The Rock, something. And I lost her. I don't know where she went. She didn't say where it was. So I gotta get to Algiers and Nightport and see the people that's in Algiers and Nightport. But in the meantime, I'm doing some papers. I need to finish taking this medicine, finish up this shot of coffee I took. Coca-Cola, almost finished. And let's say this little area I'm in, if that really was my rig, about the 2-hour live, I might as well keep going to 2 hours. My stomach about to be upset, y'all. I'm not leaving here to shit on myself someplace like I did last week. I'm gonna be here. Here's my setup. Oh, where's my pencil? Okay. Setup. Okay, here's what I'm saying. If you were to Google this word, iCloud minimalist setup, then you would see the setup is just, my setup is this. Part 1. This is my go live setup. 1 phone. I'm just gonna put camera. I'm gonna put phone. And 2 phones. 1 is broadcasting. And the other one is receiving. So one is transmitting. One is the transmitter, the other one is the receiver. This is what I put. One is the transmitter, and the other one is the receiver. Two phones side by side. Now, in order for two phones to work, what do you need for a phone to work? Power. Power. And you also need Wi-Fi. And for me, you need a terabyte. I'm gonna put 2 just to keep it so I can do what I want to do. It means I could be out all day. See that? Wi-Fi. See that Wi-Fi? Power, 2 terabytes. So you understand me, right? So I'm about to hook up some power. I'm not broadcasting from the corner. My power, I guess, is going to go down. Then I get it back up, hopefully 1 hour. It seemed like it takes 2 hours to charge. That was Lieutenant. Spoke to the sheriff this morning regarding the matter. Man. I'm getting my close it. There. I got my charger and 2 cords. And the Wi-Fi is already there. I'm about to hook these phones up. And so I'm gonna have to have my rig hooked up. My rig is the thing I'm gonna be pushing is gonna have to be mounted like a trucker. So everything I'm a trucker. And I'm gonna put my black girl in magic. I'm supposed to be politicking with a couple of girls. So I'm supposed to be calling him later. So let me tell you who I'm speaking with today. I'm trying to get 4 different entities, like I said, together. PA. Wait a minute, y'all. We write notes now. We're going to we're going to and then we're going to huh. Okay, y'all. So okay, that's good. So I was on tech. That's a different topic. I'm about to finish my medicine, my health. Let's do that. Because we take medicine. Heart. God bless you.
Everybody else.
Okay, bitches, I want to say something. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out, bitches. I'm about to take this shit. I should have took it right away. And now that I see you guys is getting to me in this heat, the heat is a missing factor. An additional stressor is the way I would put it. The heat is an additional stressor that could fuck a nigga up. Could kill a nigga. So everything you're doing to me is okay until you do it to me on a 110-degree day in direct sunlight for X amount of time. I'm a soldier, but I'm also still a humanoid, bitch. So much you could do. Only so much you could do. You can get me. You know you can get me. Make me run out of water. Make me run out of food. You could starve me. You could expose me. Stuff you could do. You know? So we gotta talk about the RTA and how they try to set me up, especially my OG with the bullshit. I want to talk to you for a little while. You ain't talking to me. See, I refuse to talk to him. He want to be able to write a paper and say he talked to me. His whole game has been not talking to me. So now I'm picking up on that. He didn't want to be bothered. So now they telling him, giving everybody the ability to write a psych paper on you. They're giving a 1-hour training like that health and mental health training. But they need to psych about the people. You want to psych about everybody and psych about them. You know, I have mental health certification that ain't worth for shit because it says psychosis is failed to dress for the weather. That's stupid. Failed to dress for the weather is not the P word psychosis, the P word poverty. Positioning. Practicality. I could come up. Let me tell you what y'all doing, what they doing in here. They blasting up. When I come inside, they're cranking up the AC to icebox. And then they changing it. You better not take my live. Oh, I got a transcript. I just seen transcript pop up. The little green light for transcript. But I want to tell y'all something. That app is not accurate. Don't a day in your life think the transcribe app is worth a shit. I don't know why it's on my phone. They think they're going to run it out. I have the idea to do 3 things. I have the idea to keep my audio app running, keep my transcribe app running, and to keep my video app running. And I see a green light on my phone that I did not turn on. Number 2, surveillance. I see when my app stops, like it goes reconnecting, or it just stops. It's still going, still ticking, like somebody put data on my phone. Number 3, I have caught this phone doing 300 hours. 300. You see how it says 1 hour right now? 300 hours of a live on my phone. All that's meant to do is incriminate. The transcript is bullshit. I'm looking at when I've had the app open and look at the transcript, it's talking anything but what I'm saying. It don't understand nothing. And it's more than a typo. They doing all type of corrections. Ain't nobody said that. So that I stopped using it for that reason. I need a more accurate app, or somebody done hacked it so that it'll say crazy shit. But don't believe that. And I'm telling you right now, as I live and breathe, I wish I had a little mirror. Let me get me a mirror. If I had a little mirror, I would put it right now so you could see that green dot on my phone. And it keeps flashing the transcribe app. But yet when I look on my phone, I don't see the transcribe app. And I'm gonna tell you something else that's happening on my phone that is surveillance. There's 2 note apps open. So when I click share, 2 note apps is there and one of them just folds down. So somebody else is making it. Somebody's trying to, has taken over my phone, trying to impersonate me, clone me, and probably entrap me into doing something and saying something that I ain't did and said. That's why all my stuff is missing. Today is like my third live, just a 2 hour live. I do believe that I did 2 1 hour lives already. Each live I did was 1 hour today. And this one about to hit 2 hours. So that's 4 hours worth of work. Just today's Monday. I'm gonna do this all week. The day not gonna come that I don't have a live up. I'm a whole YouTuber, bitch. Fuck you. What's the name? Wait a minute, hold on. Okay. All right, we rolling. We're pulling a team together, coalition and team, so we could talk. Let me say one more thing about the coalition and team that I was trying to say this morning at 7 o'clock. But here come these I was about to say Mexicans. They wasn't Mexicans. They was something foreign. People came up talking loud, kissing and hugging white folk. Like you gonna do them a favor. Yeah. You like Mr. Chow. To me, you're Mr. Chow and Ashley Gonzalez. That's all you is. You ain't nothing to me. You should have a solidarity with your black and brown people, but you don't. You can take a bounty. Do it. That's between you and God. I gotta get me a hat. I need a hat right now. Okay. I will tell you one thing. On this second phone, I do have the sound down. So I'm giving you one setup. So let's say I was to do some work. Look at these hands. I got 2 phones. I can't do no work because I have to watch my live, bitch. I swear to God, I'm never going no place and I'll be watching that I am live. Oh, goddamn. You leave, you get on the plane, don't check that shit. That's your fault. That's your motherfucking fault. I learned a lesson yesterday, bitch. Ooh. Yeah, this is how I start to work. Don't do that. Hey, now you know what my fucking Samsung bitches flossing. Samsung bitches. I lost 2 phones last week and let it go. I put it up to God. All my shit is logged in, so anything crazy you put on my phone, that's on you. And I should put a police report behind it, but I didn't. But I will. Let me get a minute to think. I have so much shit that's in my face. They keep attacking me, so I can't do. If you ask me why didn't you put a police report, because they keep attacking me, keep attacking me, keep attacking me. So I'm trying to deal with this most recent attack. So just bear with me. I'll backtrack and get a police report on that. Who said something to me about Tuesday? Somebody said something. Yeah. He's telling me don't come back. Don't do that. That's what he's saying. He spoke to me, yelling at me, talking to me, telling me this shit. I told him, I hear you. You know what I mean? He ain't doing good. He held out. He held out for today Monday. What time that was? It's 12. That was like 9 to 11. Yep, how did you know? That was a total accident. Can't believe Jack. Jack and Rick. Yes, he want to be a part of something. Trying to boss holes. They mad because God showed favor. See what time it is? It's 1 o'clock. I could leave right now. I don't see my shit. I see it. Okay, my problem is if you leave right now, and I could do it, leave right now. Then what? Leave right now, then make your second location. And if I can get you not to be mad, I can get you to settle down. You away from me. Okay, let you leave right now. I got a 2-hour live, y'all. Still struggling to take this medicine. I'm about to take it. Just give me a minute. And my mind is telling me just stay here today. I don't feel like moving around, y'all. I have so much work to do. God almighty. I'm gonna get something here. I'm gonna tell you one thing I'm gonna get here. That was a shot of coffee. I finished the shot of coffee. You gotta say I did do that. And I needed it too. Okay, bitches. I want to tell you something also. There is a war, terrorism war. There's accusations of FBI agents trying to put fake cases on bum ass niggas. I'm gonna give y'all a class, a mini master class on that. That would be the Newburgh 5, finding people that's retarded in the hood trying to say they terrorists because they don't have the wherewithal to go against the real terrorists because those people got money backing and mental acumen. They have a group for the individual. They have a group for a group with the blacks. The blacks, what you have is a group for an individual. You understand? Okay, coffee is cooking. So, I want to tell you something else. So there's fake terrorism charges And there's also a fake, there's me being swatted out of control. So I'm telling you one thing about my health. I'm being forced to work in a window, and I don't want to work in this window. My window that's here, that I'm in right now, I'm supposed to be sleeping. I could finish eating this, and I could finish drinking. In the next few minutes, I'm supposed to be sitting down somewhere with my eyes closed and not moving. That's my window to stay there from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Nothing. Don't do nothing. Don't write no letters. I mean, the most I would let myself do is scribble as I piddle, as I meditate. But I'm not supposed to be working. No. I like that. I'm telling you, Councilman Woodley, he said, I'm so happy to see you here. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. He said something. Don't tell me you can't get a job because you. Yup. Nigga got a job. This is the nigga's job. Maybe no more niggas need to do this with their fucking day because you around here anyway. You have to get your little 35. She said, where you be getting on the phone? It's from the dollar store, bitch. Dollar store. They don't want them. They don't want them. They just don't want you to have them. They know where the fuck they at. They just talking shit. I'm not gonna come there and somebody done bought all of them. Now that could happen though, because remember that used to happen at the dollar store when we used to get stuff trying to build a spaceship. Okay, let's take the medicine. Heavenly Father, please give me the strength to feel well. Thank God that pressure got off my brain and my pressure came down. Father God, it is 10 minutes to 1 p.m. I got here 7 a.m. Way too long. Way too long. I'm gonna put this time on here. So if it's 1 and it's 2 hours, I'm gonna start putting the time on the date and the time. This is way too long for me to start to feel better, and I have too much to do. Imagine if I didn't have these provisions for them to push me up and I have to just wait time to come down. Fuck that. That's not healthy. I'm so sorry, I know you're mad. First, I had to put food in my stomach. Because if I had put this cayenne pepper on my stomach with no food, the nigga would have been flying shits. It might not have made it to the bathroom. That would have been very embarrassing. Horrific. They did all of that to me. Made me have to take some medicine. Then I had to pay some money out my ass to take the food to get medicine. All this is listed under harm. Until you harmed me today, bitches. And I'll clip this later. So let me, can I get something on? Oh, I'm training the surveillance with my counter surveillance. I'm counter surveillancing you, bitch. And you were learning from me. You wasn't, I've been surveilled for quite a bit, but you wasn't on that live transcript like you is now, bitches. Little green dot. Why you got that? Let me see that. Being used by YouTube. Do you see that? Look. I'm looking at the thing. It says twice being used by YouTube. One has an icon of the app, and the other one has a microphone of the app. Fucking crazy, y'all. So if it's being used, but I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna Google that. When I'm done with this live, I'm gonna Google how live transcribe can be used with YouTube. Cause I'll be damned. I'll take a triple thread. I'll take an audio app going. And I'll take a transcribe app going. Who else my videos going, host? That, you know who taught me that? Cause y'all learn it from me. I'm gonna tell you who taught me. You wanna hear his name? Say it. If you know, raise your hand. Who taught that? Triple threat. I'll tell you in my actual master class, because I'm about to get that set. Because y'all stealing from me right now. So it's time. Let me move this out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. It's time to take this little thing right here. Where's my water? So this some. I'm gonna take ice water. That water gonna melt. I mean, nothing to do with no melted ass water. Ice water, bitches. We are at PJ's Coffee Shop today on Monday, August the 16th. We're about to take the antidote. Everything that makes me feel better, I call it the antidote, bitches. That's where we at. About to die. I gotta eat my bamboo. Hey God, this food and strength and mercy just sent me, man. Alright, let me not hold my nose, but you're watching me, right? I ain't lying to you. This is what I'm gonna do to make myself feel better. Now watch out. That wasn't no real cayenne. That was some watered down cayenne. My cayenne that I mix up myself, bitch, will hurt you. Hurt your fucking ass. That was mild and weak. Americanized is what my people say. It's Americanized. It's not cool. Now we got a part two, bitches. If I had if I had my mixture did, I wouldn't have this separate. But since I don't have my mixture did, this is separate. All right, y'all. All right, I know you. Even I'm starting to think this is too much salt to take. But guess who's about to take it? This bitch right here. I'm gonna put a little water. I'm gonna drink it. Maybe it'll melt. Maybe it won't. I'm gonna take that with us ice water, some lukewarm water, and melt my salt. Just see that salt? That's a lot of salt. I mean, I'm stirring up the salt and the water so I can take it down like a shot glass. I'm gonna take it like a shot, baby. That's how this going down. That's just. This ain't the ideal way to take it. I find a better way to take it. This ain't ideal because you could throw up. We're gonna get it. I'm gonna get the rest of that. And I'm gonna let it go. Whatever I don't get this, let me go. It's still some left, but that's okay for me. I'm done with it. Done with it. Rinse my cup out. See this? Rinse my cup out. And let this sit there. This is going in the trash because I'm done with it. I'm telling you, I had to do all that. That's recovery. I had to do yoga to recover. It's horrific. We're going to talk about attacks and the long recovery process and the cost of the recovery. You can't victimize somebody out here. Keep doing it. Oh, who y'all is? What's up? Okay. Okay. That's going in the trash. This is going in the trash. All of this is going in the trash. I'm cleaning up. Only thing I'm left with is some water. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna throw this stuff in the trash. I'm gonna come back and end this live. Alright, bitches. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Miss Jasmine, Homeless, Blues, New Orleans, 1865. Guess what today is? It's Monday. And it is, where's my hat? It's Monday and it's, get my hat on, y'all. Because it's cold in here. It's Monday and it's, it's Monday and it's, hold on, y'all. Get my shit together. So what I got, I want to share one thing with y'all. I used it, this brand of hot sauce. They have it at PJ's. You see what the ingredients say? That's the ingredients. And this other thing I use. Yep. That's what I use. Come on. Okay. So, cleaning up my spot, y'all. Okay, so this live. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Miss Jasmine, Homeless, Blues, New Orleans, 1865. Okay, what I'm gonna have to do is get my numbers up out of state. I promised myself today I would write a letter to her name. You know the lady. Look up Truth and Justice. So I got the two of them. Let me end this live so I can start doing some research. Let me check my transcribe app to see if it's really activated or if it's just a clone phone that they done cloned my phone and they activated it. Because they slipped up today and let me see that it's a notes app open. It's a transcribe app open. Shit, I'm not doing, y'all. Somebody is hacking the fuck out of me. Surveillancing me. Whether it's the government or individual, I'm being surveillanced on. Being hacked on, cloned on, and fucked with. Period. With a T. Okay. It's August the 17th. It's a Monday, 2026. I may have forgot to say the year last time I was saying 2026. Nobody in the chat. Somebody hacking the fuck out of me. I know you mad. You mad that you was putting all this boo-boo shit. You mad you throw me in the psych ward not once but twice and not know that a bitch is a YouTuber. That's your fault. That's your bad. I'm sorry you done the dumb shit because you're looking crazy right now. Alright, so let me get off of here. Let me upload and make sure this thing saves. Alright, thank you. Thank you. Yes.